Mr. Eggplant presents.
Hey guys, Tyler here, and thank you for checking out this video. This is officially the start of week 13 of my Marksman Hunter gearing and progression journey here in the third season of The War Within. We made a ton of progress this last week in Mythic Plus, got above 3,200 IO rating for the first time ever, and that is with 3 12s on the board still, so my goal this week is to maybe knock one of those 12s off the board and replace it with a 13, 14, 15, maybe even a 16. But looking at my gear, I'm at 727, so we're going to be opening the vault here in just a second, but until I get into like Mythic Raid, if I even do that, I've been talking about it for like the better part of a month and a half at this point, there's really not too many options, but we'll do my best and maybe we'll get something with the tertiary, maybe we'll update the gloves. As long as I have a crit heavy glove, I think it would work out just fine. Crit mastery, of course, would be ideal, but I do need to drop some crit, so I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. But I have a lot of stuff ready for you guys over the next week. My stream should be back actually tonight. I'll be doing a test stream over on Remix. The next phase of Remix just dropped today, which was Legion Fall, so we have the Broken Shore to look forward to. Some amazing transmog swords if we complete all of the stuff there, and the Tomb of Zargaris raids. We'll get through that pretty fast. I'll be doing some leveling with Colton, and then we'll be really hitting PvP, hit the ground running with that, because we do have our full Conquest set. Rend and I both do, so we'll start talking about that each and every week. And then we're just going to continue to knock things off. Like I've got, in 6 minutes, I've got a hard mode Tajavest run. We're going to try to get that done with a deathless run, so we can, try to make progress there. But you guys are here to see the update for the week, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's open up my vault. Let's see what we got here in that marksman specialization. We do have 3 mythic track options from Mythic Plus, and that's really all we're looking at. Otherwise, we don't even need tokens at this point. We are just full-on mythic items or really nothing. So let's go ahead and block the screen off here. Very technical, I know. I know. And then let's go ahead and look here. So we have a weapon. We have pants, and we have gloves. The gloves would be cool, but not in the right spot. And plus, those are Haste first anyway, not really what we are looking for. So first up with Mythic is a Solia's secret technique. It used to be a much better trinket. It's not amazing now, and not really something we're after. So let's go ahead and skip that one. Next up, we have a chess piece. It's a Mastery over Haste chess piece, but I already have a Mythic Track chess piece, so that's probably not for us. And last but not least, we have a pair of boots, which boots aren't either what we're after. Let me see, is there any way? I mean, that's heavy crit. We don't want to switch that out. Yeah, so unfortunately, it does look like this is going to be a week where we take tokens, and just for monetary gain at this point, because Solia's is not an upgrade. We don't need the boots. I even have Myth Track boots already with speed, and then I don't need a chess piece. So it's kind of expected at this part of the expansion and the part of the season. It is what it is, but we're just going to go ahead and pick tokens here, and I'm going to go ahead and throw it over to Future Me, and we're going to see how the week went for me. I hope that your week goes well, and I hope you guys make progress on whatever it is. And I know that Rend has a date with Kaiveza double question mark, and I know that is coming for me very soon as well. So I'm going to go ahead and throw it over to Future Me, and we'll see how the week went. And just like that, it's the end of another week, and I am going to be hanging out here in Undermine as it is almost 1 a.m. No, it is past 1 a.m. as I'm trying to finish off some of my last weeklies for this week. I've also got Rosie hanging out here with me, so hopefully she gives me the good luck in my vault tomorrow. So this was a really great push week in Mythic Plus. So I made a ton of progress on the various things I'm doing in this game. For example, we did get the Unbound tank done, which was tanking all of the dungeons in Mythic Plus on a 10 or higher. I did that on my Druid. And we also got some Resilient Keystones. So not only did I get Resilient 12 a couple weeks ago and Resilient 13, I think, last week, I'm officially up to Resilient 16. So or excuse me, 15s, maybe 16. We'll see what happens there. But I did raise my Mythic Plus score pretty high. This is actually the highest it's ever been for me on my Marksman Hunter, which is 3353. And we added, I ended up adding a bunch of 14s this week, and then we upped those to 15s, and then even a 16. So the best key we've done this season has been a Tazavesh Solia's Gambit. No surprise there. We did a really clean run, so congratulations to everybody. And I will be posting those videos as well. They should be coming out almost once a day. So I have a bunch of 15s and a bunch of 16s. They won't have any comms or anything like that. As a respect to the group, since I did not ask for permission to record their voices, you know, that sort of thing. But it's going to be a really fun experience for me, at least, to go back in and watch them, knowing how the calls sounded in the middle of the run, but then also to see how I can continue to get better. It is the end of the season and end of the expansion, but that doesn't mean that we can't try to get better as our Marksman Hunter, right? So looking at my gear, this last week I did just pick tokens out of the vault. There's really not a lot for me. I'm almost at 100% BIS gear for me, or what the content that I do, since I won't be upping those boots, for example. So one of the upgrades I could get will be from Mythic Raid, but it can only come from Mythic Plexus Sentinel. I did not have any luck pugging once again, and technically speaking, I can get an upgrade to my gloves since I did move my embellishment to my belt. Now, I could also get a belt, for example, and I'll just basically, whichever one I don't get, I'll switch it. But that we're talking like 3 item levels. I did add a new item to my build in the form of an improvised C4M Pacemaker at a myth track from my tokens. I think I'm a week ahead, though. I have no idea how that happened. I hope I don't get in trouble for that. I didn't realize it until I was like, wait a minute. I have 3 again, and I don't know that many other people do. So I'm really hoping that tomorrow I won't have a quest, and it'll even out, because I don't want to get ahead of everybody. But I don't know really how I did that, so that's kind of interesting. And then over in... Don't want to forget to talk about Remix. I've been starting to level up some characters over at Remix. Colton and I have been leveling through. The Tomb of Sargeras opened this last week, so we got through Tomb no problem, and then not tomorrow, but the 15th, or no, the 11th, excuse me. But then the following week, on the 18th, we will see the opening of Argus and the Antorus raid. So then we'll go in there, bop Argus twice on Mythic difficulty, and then I won't need to do any more of the raids. And then we'll just try to push either the key to get to a 49 in time to get the feat of strength, the true feat of strength, or to try to max out my weapon on my hunter. And then after that, I'm just going to be going through doing those campaigns, and then also leveling up new time runners, because I never have enough hunters and never have enough characters in World of Warcraft, right? It's more for me to do Calm Stomp later on in January. But that's kind of all she wrote for me. I hope you guys had a wonderful week this week. I will be back getting into the posting regularly again. I've got a couple of pet tame videos. One's going to be remix-centric, like a top 5 pets that you want to pick up that are available on the Broken Isles, Broken Shore. And then I've got let's see, it was actually a video that I had posted way back when. I'm going to redo it because it was actually taken down several years ago, and it's a pet tame video as well. And then I have a date with Kaiveza. It won't be this weekend, probably because Haley and I will be going on a little bit of a vacation, but we will probably be doing it the week after that. That way I can get in there. I know that Rin, she just cleared Kaiveza solo double question mark in like 15 minutes. She absolutely kicked some butt, so congratulations to her. I know that Glitch has been posting a bunch of videos on his channel as well. I'll put a link to his channel down in the description of the video. You guys would like to check that out. And we'll just see what this next week brings. Hopefully we'll get something else from the vault, but looking at the vault, there's not a ton of options really for us. We had a bunch of 15s and 16s, but that's not going to guarantee us anything good. Maybe a tertiary though, right, Blizzard? Maybe. But then one last thing, we did not do any PvP because of me this week, but I do have my full Conquest gear ready to go, and Rend and I will be doing that this coming week. So anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful week this week. Best of luck in your vault. I hope you guys get something great. And from little sleepy Rosie here and myself, have a wonderful week, and I'll catch you next time.